Ali Maxwell and George Ellick for DragonSports. We're talking about the biggest game in the EFL this weekend. Quite frankly, Wrexham against Charlton, 5:30 on the box on Saturday. It's a monster game. George, there's only 4 points between these two teams. Wrexham in second, Charlton in fourth in League One. An automatic promotion spot still up for grabs, and it's in Wrexham's hands. Now, depending what happens in Leyton Orient against Wycombe at 3 p.m, Wrexham might know that a win here secures their promotion before they even get to final day. But visiting them is Charlton, and specifically their manager Nathan Jones, a proud South Walian who said in the build-up, "We have to go to the circus and see what we can get." So the fire has been stoked. And basically, George, if Wrexham want to prove themselves as the second best team in League One this season, they're going to have to beat the team that have been the second best team in League One over the last 4 months or so.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a really difficult game for Wrexham to have at this crucial stage, and there are plenty of reasons for that. I mentioned on DragonSports a week or so ago that I was concerned about Wrexham's attacking output, and it came to pass. Obviously a really impressive win against Blackpool last time out, but we have seen in terms of their attacking displays some concerns and some issues, and the 0-0 draw against Wigan, the 1-0 draw against Bristol Rovers, two teams that Wrexham would have expected to win, kind of showed that. And I think that Charlton, given that they have been probably the second best, along with Wrexham behind Birmingham, the second best defensive side in the league all season, and that shows no signs of stopping. They've kept 2 clean sheets in the last 2 away games. They are generally a side that keep the opposition restricted in terms of what they create. So this, to me, is a Wrexham side who are struggling to create chances up against a Charlton side who don't hand them out very regularly, which means I struggle to see Wrexham creating too much. Charlton also free scoring at the moment. You have to go back to their 3-0 defeat against Peterborough on the 22nd of March for the last time they didn't score in a game. And early in the season, their away form was very poor. They only won 2 away games up until the end of November, but they've won their last 3. They've won 4 of their last 5. They've beaten Wycombe, who were second in the league at the time, 4-0 in their last away game. I think Charlton and Nathan Jones are going to go to Wrexham really fancying their chances of beating the team that they're trying to chase down into that second automatic spot.
It's going to be a brutal encounter. There's no doubt about that. The importance of the game, but also the style of these two teams. They both play with 3 centre-backs defensively. Charlton have quite a fluid system where their right-sided centre-back, Kane Ramsey, becomes the right-back in possession, and Thierry Small, who plays right wing-back, kicks on and goes super high and wide on the right-hand side. Tyrese Simpson plays up front off of Matty Godden, but in attack he drifts out to the left side. Charlton are a bit more fluid than Wrexham in attack, I would say. That's not necessarily a good or a bad thing, but it's where they differ, these two teams. But this is going to look like head tennis at times, and Wrexham fans will know that quite a few Wrexham games this season have looked like that. Charlton will be absolutely fine with that because it's broadly how they want to play as well. These are the top 2 teams in League One for aerial duels won this season. I think that sums up what this might look like and how these two teams want to attack. Charlton also have the most high press shots. They are very good in the press, so Wrexham need to avoid that issue, and that means going long from the back, which is what they're comfortable doing anyway. I think the front players need to have the game of their lives against these Charlton centre-backs. That's Sam Smith, obviously, who works so hard and has quality in front of goal. But his partner, Jay Rodriguez, I know there's Wrexham fans who've been questioning why Parkinson continues to start him every single game since he arrived in January without the goal return to back it up. I think he appreciates, more so than Stephen Fletcher, what Rodriguez is able to do out of possession, even though he is in his mid to late 30s, and I think he prefers his size to Jack Marriott. So I do think Rodriguez will continue here. The midfield battle is fascinating. 2 of the best midfields in the league. Dobson, James and Rathbone for Wrexham up against Coventry, Doherty and Berry for Charlton. Then elsewhere you've got the strikers up against the centre-backs, challenging for loads of aerial duels, trying to get flick-ons, trying to get the ball under control and play and create chances at the top end of the pitch. I think it will be a tight game. I'd be surprised if there's more than 2 goals, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's 0-0 or 1-0 either way. 0-0 obviously would suit Wrexham just about, I think, as Charlton need to go for this. But will it be won by a moment of quality? And if so, is that Sam Smith, James McLean, or maybe Ollie Rathbone for Wrexham? Could it be Matty Godden, Tyrese Campbell, Luke Berry for Charlton? Both teams have match winners. It's going to be an unbelievably big game, and I just wonder if Wrexham will wake up on Sunday morning as a Championship side, or whether they'll head into final day at Lincoln with work to do. Let us know your score prediction in the comments. Wrexham Charlton, Saturday evening.